Oh god. Okay. Mic raised. Just real quick. I need to grab the stream link and give me a moment. What the fuck? I didn't even know what that was. Mic raised. Sorry, I'm just hearing my stream in the background. Just pop it in Discord real quick. One second. Okay, and then I'm not that server. Let me just post the. Sorry, I am just post the other link in. Happy to drop by. There it is. It's very. There we go. Okay. Let me refresh the feed real quick. Things should be audible. I hope. I can always adjust the volume if needed. But anyway, I think we should be good. What is that? Oh, I need to do the ley line. Okay, I can do that. Like, I'll do that in a bit. Sorry, let me refresh the feed one more time just to be sure. Because I don't want messages to start popping up in chat. And then I don't see them because I don't have my feed refreshed. Everything's working out. So anyway, hi guys, welcome to the stream. We are back. I don't know why I always start in leeway. I just have a habit of always going to this one crafting table or crafting bench or whatever you call it. As opposed to looking for other ones. But we're gonna be continuing with Act 4? Yeah, my title is Act 4. Yes, I remember. So, I don't remember how far... I think we got pretty far into this in the last one. We're just about to go and meet, Farina. I think Farina's about to meet the Knave. I think is what Novelette told us last time. I think. We're supposed to be in prison, but I've been exploring outside of prison. So, you know, that's a thing. Die! I killed the bird. Do I have enough of these things? Boo, I am 4 off. Oh well. Okay, there we go. Well, we started it. So, let me know if the volume's okay. My volume's okay.
Look!
Game volume's
there are a ton
okay.
of Fatui and Palais Mermonia people over there. The Knave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
Yeah, we should do that, Paimon.
Are you two the traveler in Paimon? Monsieur Nervalet has left instructions. Please follow me.
I love these things. They're so cute. They're adorable.
Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Farina to the best of your abilities.
She's a god! Why do we have to protect a god? She can just, you know, summon a bubble at her fingertips and trap the Knave in a bubble. Are you kidding me? Or is Farina just like... Is Farina like canonically like the weakest god? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. To be fair, we haven't really seen her do anything. Other than bitch and whine. Anyway, hi guys.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Farina mentioned.
I love the Knave's design.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this?
Actually, I really love both of their
I
designs.
must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
Wow.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
Her design, I've got to say, is goated. I absolutely love her design. She is my favorite female character in the game so far. I absolutely love her. Like, I tend to, when it comes to characters, I tend to, like, pull mainly for the males, because I prefer those designs and those characters more so to the females, but I cannot I can't speak. I cannot, what the hell is that? I don't know what that is, hold on. Anyway, but yeah, I can't deny that Arlecchino's design is goated. It is absolutely stunning to look at. So this is the Knave, the head of the House of the Hearth and the Linny siblings' father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. It's a pleasure to meet you too.
I've already
Let's be
prepared
polite.
seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
Finally, I'm not too late. I can't speak. Finally, I'm not late. Yay! Hey, Plague, welcome to the stream. No worries, no worries. We've literally just started streaming, so yeah. You haven't missed a whole bunch.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Farina and I do things. You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time.
Sure, yeah. I love her. I know she's coming out in 5.3 in the second phase banner. I think it's the second phase, not the first phase. Right? I could be wrong with that. I've only heard things. But I will definitely 100% be pulling for Arlecchino.
See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Farina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day.
You think the Knave...
Why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
You think the Knave looks like a lawyer, Plague? Would you believe me? I'm a criminal organization. She is more like an assassin than a lawyer. Or like, yeah. I don't know much about the Knave, but she works for the Fatui, which is a criminal organization. I can only imagine what she does. She's definitely not. It's funny though, because for being in a criminal organization, she does certainly looks like the most professional looking character in this game, as in like very regal dressed. She is the KGB, or and what's the KGB? I'm sorry, I'm dumb. You're gonna have to explain that to me. She seems friendly enough, but that can't be all there is to her. The Knave is a force to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious around her.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
I'm sorry, Farina, was that a cry for help? Why did you sound so scared then? Traveler, get me away from the scary woman! That's what that sounded like, Farina. It's pretty good. It's quite tasty. I think palm grease too.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Farina and I.
So you've spoken to Child? Huh? Oh, better yet, why would Child be mentioning the fact that we've never had cake with Child? Have we eaten with Child? Is my memory failing me? Have we eaten with Child before? That's a really weird sentence out of context, but yeah, that's just Soviet version of the CIA. I really do not have a clue what you're talking about. I must be brain dead or something. I'm really not following up what you're going on about, Plague. I'm sorry. Wait, Child should have no reason to have said something like that. Yeah, exactly. She's making up shit.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
Well, I mean, he is Hydro. Also, we know you're acting, bitch. We know you're not actually worried about him. I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive, yeah.
I feel like Farina looks incredibly uncomfortable here. Or not looks, but she sounds really uncomfortable in this situation. She's like, I would rather be anywhere else but here right now. That is what KGB is, the Soviet version of CIA. I don't know, am I just dumb? Hold on. What? I really don't have a clue. It's like you're talking a foreign language to me, if I'm being perfectly honest. My brain is not comprehending any of this. My fault, not yours, but I am maybe just dumb. Freya looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the knave. Yeah, I was gonna say she's not her usual, you know, wah, woohoo, toodaloo, that kind of like chirpy, hysterical self.
Oh,
I don't know.
So you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Farina. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nuvillette right in front of you.
I've got to say, I love the knave's voice. It's almost like... It's almost very sultry, her voice. Like, it's like a whisper, but like... It's like very soft, but like you can tell she's trying to get under someone's... Trying to get a reaction out of someone. Kevin, have you watched episode 15 of Assassinated yet? No, I have not. To put it frankly. Listen, in my defense, we've just had Christmas, okay? Okay, can you blame me? Okay, Christmas has just happened. I will react to it likely tomorrow. I say likely because it depends on what time our friend group is playing, what's it called, Never Have I Ever or whatnot. So we're going to have a game night. I'm assuming it's going to be a game night tomorrow, but it depends on that time that starts. But during the day, I'll probably react to Assassinated, so... Yeah, I haven't yet, but in my defense, Christmas. I'm just saying. So no, but I promise, Ice Knight, I will let you know the moment I react to it, because I need to let Polo know as soon as I react to it as well, because like he needs to send me the narration voice lines so that I can voice the narration, so that he can release the teaser, and yeah, it's a whole thing. So yeah, everybody's waiting on me right now, and I'm letting people down. Whoopsie, I'm sorry. But yeah, it will happen. I haven't forgotten. I've just been, you know, family with Christmas. Also, hello, is your day going... I can't speak. How is your day going today? I'm doing good. What have I done other than start streaming? I mean, what did you guys do over Christmas? Did you get anything you wanted for Christmas? I have these really cool slippers which are avocados. That's what I got for Christmas. Anyway, continue.
Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Nuvillette.
Yeah, so I've completely lost track of what I was thinking, because I was thinking about Ice Knight's question, and then I was thinking about the game as well. How have I been doing? I've been doing good. Yeah. I also, I also was given 2 books on how to stream properly. That was what I was given for Christmas. I was given 2 books on how to actually grow on Twitch and streaming success. So apparently, you know, maybe if I fully read those, I can become a pro streamer. With luck. With luck, that might be. I am aware I'm far from that at the moment. But, you know, maybe with luck. Anyway, continuing on the game. I managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
I'm wondering how you caught wind of the news. Was it just made public by the Fortress that he just disappeared? Or was that... I thought like that would be like secluded information. Because if anyone can just disappear from the prison, I feel like that's a bad reputation on the prison and the court system of Fontaine. So, yeah. I got Nouvellette and Rise the plushies for Christmas. Hell yeah, Shadow Voltaris. We love to hear that. Very nice. Who gave you those stream books? My parents. I got one book from my mum, and I got the other one from my dad. They were like, you will monetize, you will earn money on streams. It's just funny how they both had, I'm assuming they didn't talk to each other about it, but they both had the exact same idea. And almost got, and yeah, so they've both got 2 books to read on streaming. But yeah, I found that quite most amusing. But yeah, speaking of which, I will go on a side rant right now before I forget to mention it. What my plan will be to do, I do want to set up my Twitch probably. So I will eventually start streaming on Twitch when I've got a bunch of things set up and sorted. I do want to get my my VTuber or PNG tuber made before I start streaming over on Twitch. Possibly. I might start streaming before, I will see. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna stick to streaming Genshin on my YouTube channel. Just because the streams are already on here. The majority of the streams that I've done on Genshin, or not the majority, but all of the streams I've done on Genshin have been on my YouTube channel. So it makes sense to keep streaming them here. But stuff like Honkai Star Rail, I'm trying to think. I'll probably do the other Walking Dead games. Maybe multiplayer games. Maybe if there's any other gachas you guys can suggest. They'll all be on Twitch, and then I'll download those videos. I'll either find a way to keep them on Twitch so that they can stay on Twitch permanently and you guys can view them whenever you want, or I will download them, edit them into highlights, and then upload them as videos on YouTube. That'll be what I do. But like, that's the plan. I do want to learn to start streaming on both platforms. It's just a matter of 1, time, 2, setting everything up, 3, at least becoming an affiliate on Twitch, which will take a bit of time. And yeah, it would probably mean a lot of editing of a lot of videos from shorts. So yeah, there's that as well. So that's roughly the plan. Genshin streams will continue to be on the YouTube, and Twitch streams will continue to be on, and then so Twitch games like Honkai and other games will probably be on Twitch unless I specify otherwise. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the rough plan. I'm probably gonna set things up equally because I'm pretty sure as you're watching me stream now, you can probably hear a bit of background noise, or like, so like if I go like, you probably heard that, didn't you? Probably heard a thump, or like, it's probably like a bit of, I don't know if you guys are hearing static or anything in the background. Nobody's told me anything about static, so I don't know. But I'm probably gonna find a way to like clear up my volume so that it comes through a lot clearer, and you know, for future streams and stuff. I have a lot to set up, okay? I have a lot to set up, and you know, it's a work in progress. But basically, overall, that's my plan. It's a rough plan, but yeah. I have a really cool idea to do for a VTuber. It probably won't be the first one I get made, but if I can, like, I'm gonna look into getting a VTuber made, and I have a really fun idea for what I could do. It all depends if I can afford to do it, though. Like, you know, money-wise, because I'm gonna have to hire an artist and all that sort of stuff, so, yeah.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that child is still alive.
Do we? We know that child's alive?
Oh. And just how do you know that?
Yeah, how do we know that?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
Well...
We have no clue! Great, Bible statement left us wide open.
The Fortress of Mirapede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We do not. But there was also no evidence that he's been injured or killed.
That is good news, at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf.
Oh, that's another theory I wanted to throw out there. When Snezhnaya becomes, like, available, like, or, like, unlocked as a region, do you think Child's other siblings will be playable? Like, obviously Tusa won't, because Tusa's, like, what, like an 8-year-old? So he will, or, like, maybe he's younger than that. But either way, he's a confirmed NPC in the game. He's not going to be a playable character. But do you think, like, maybe, like, Tonya, or, like... I can't remember who's Child's other's brother name. He has another brother. Hang on, Child. Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna find out what his siblings are called. He has another brother. Family. Anton. He has younger. Okay, he's the old. Apparently, he's the oldest. So if there is another, if he does have another sibling which becomes playable, which I would actually like. It would probably be like a medium model. But either I suspect, my theory or my prediction, what I'm hoping for, is that either his sister Tonya or his brother Anton will be like probably like a playable 4-star character. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. I would like a child sibling to be playable, because I think that would be quite cool.
Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
You know what I would love? I would love there to be either a dendro or a geocatalyst that just punches the shit out of everything. That's what I want. Not necessarily for child siblings, but like in the future, for future characters, can we get either a dendro or a geocatalyst that just punches stuff like Hazo does? That's what I want. Hi Chris. Hi Chris. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you dropping in. I'm not paying attention to what the name's saying here. Oh, just reading the letter. She's turning up the pressure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least distract her from Farina. That sounds good to me, yes.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded. Huh?
Huh? What's up? Oh, sorry, I was just getting some food. What's the matter?
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
Okay. Oh, that's probably... Is it... There's no way they're feeling the pressure from Meripede. Are they feeling the pressure from the Fortress of Meripede all the way up here? I mean, that would make sense. There is an entire ocean pouring into the fortress, so it would make sense.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Farina.
Oh, she's not being nice anymore.
Huh? I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Probably. Oh, cutscene, guys! Yes, they are. I thought so.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
I love these cutscenes. They're so good.
Sure you don't need a hand?
Quite sure.
Damn.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
I quite like
Sounds about
Risley.
right.
So how do you plan on stopping the entire ocean, Nicolette? Come on, show me. You're just gonna stand there, okay. What? No fucking way! I was joking. I was legit joking when I said he was just gonna stand there. He legit is
Day may
like...
come when the prophecy is fulfilled and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day.
Bro literally just held his hand out and said, no.
Ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
That looks really cool. Like, this cutscene looks dope.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Oh my god, that was so cool. I found that so... I was not expecting him just to stand there and hold his hand out being like, no! Do not come forth.
All right. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
That was great. I love that. That was a beautiful cutscene. I forgot about this going over like, yeah!
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
You might want to... You've got a smoking fortress. You probably might want to, like, you know, fix some things.
Indeed. But only for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
What the fuck? You owe me a present.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
You made a bet?
They made a bet. They were as Nouvelette's just casually holding out his hand, stopping an entire ocean. He's stopping an entire tsunami. These two are just placing bets. They're just playing with... These two are just gambling.
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
By end is now.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
Legal codices in a prison?
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke. Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Marmonia for long.
Why can't you leave for long?
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
Yeah, it's not going smoothly. Can you help us, Novelette? Come back quickly. Make a run for it. We need help. I'm having to babysit here. It just cuts back to them trying to pry them apart.
I must say,
Oh, never mind.
we've spent long enough playing house.
Okay.
Miss Farina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
What are you trying to say?
She sounds like she's about to cry.
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontainian.
Okay.
You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true.
True.
Yet, here you are relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
I mean, she is spitting. She is right.
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland.
She sounds really emotional here. Like, the way, if you listen back on that, the way she says everything, like the word everything, like that was really passionate. I love that.
But you, it beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
Yo, tell him, Nave.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
At least she's standing up for herself. You go, Farina. Hey there. I can't speak. Hey, Kevin, what are your thoughts on Farina so far in the story? I think... I don't know at the moment, if I'm being honest. I like her character. I think she's very different to all the Archons we met so far. I suppose we haven't really seen her do anything yet. So I'm kind of waiting for that moment where we see her do something. Because she's kind of just... I am kind of with the Knave here in the regard that she has just been sat here, you know, not eating cakes all the time. That's not what I'm saying. She probably, you know... Obviously, I don't know the full story yet, but... She's a very weird Archon in the regard that she's probably the only Archon this far into the story who we've seen we've not seen any of the Hydro powers of. We've not seen her really act. She's acting more like a celebrity than a god, I would say. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge her. You know, I don't want to judge her like too quickly or too early because I don't know. You know, they're probably going to explain here what her take on things are, but I do find her the most interesting because I feel like there's a lot more to her that we haven't figured out yet. Because looking on the surface here, up until this point, there's not really a lot to her at the moment. There's not really a lot to judge. She is just like... It's almost like it's almost like her job as the God of Justice is just to sit and watch court cases while Novelette does all the work. Like, if I was coming into this blind, not knowing that she is the Hydro Archon, and if you were to if I were to going into this blind, and I did not know, for example, that Farina was the actual Hydro Archon, and you put Farina and Neuvillette in front of me and said which one is the Hydro Archon, I would think it would be Neuvillette. Obviously it's not. I think he's probably the Hydro Dragon. The Hydro Dragon? Yeah, the Hydro Dragon where they're like, Hydro Dragon, don't cry. That's what I think he is. I don't think he's the Hydro Archon. But he acts more like an Archon than I guess he's acting more like the Archons of the previous quests. I guess that, wise, calm, collected figure. Whereas she's not, which makes me think there's more to her. That's what I'm waiting for, that moment that's like where she does something. So that's my take on her, at least. It makes me really interested in her, to be fair, because with all the other Archons, it's very, you see them do things, is what I'm saying. You see them, like, actively do things. Even with Nahida, who was locked away for 500 years. Like, you still see, like, signs of she's obviously able to transfer her consciousness. She's able to create dreams. And even though she's not a fighting unit for the game, she's still able to, they were still able to incorporate, like, bits of her actions and, her abilities and stuff. I'm waiting for that kind of stuff with Farina. She doesn't, even if Farina's not a fighter in terms of the story, playable character is separating playable character from character in terms of canonical lore. Even if Farina is not technically a fighter, I want to see that moment where she uses her power, uses her knowledge as the god of justice for, like, her nation or herself or whatever it is. I want to see a moment where didn't he call her Nahida then? I want to see that moment where Farina shines. So, yeah, I'm not judging. That's my overall opinion so far. I don't want to, like, I want to learn a bit more about Farina before I judge any more.
I am not alone.
That's my take on things. Hopefully that makes sense.
All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now.
Yeah, hopefully that all made sense and that wasn't just me blurting nonsense, but that's my opinions.
Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
It could also be, mind you, I am saying that, but it could also be that Farina has a different kind of strength. Because, like, think of, trying to think of an example, like, think of God of War Ragnarok, with Freya, like, male Freya. The male Freya. He's a god, I'm pretty sure. He's a god. Is male Freya in God of War a god? I think he is. But, he's a different type of god. He's not like a physically strong, powerful, imposing, show-off, that kind of god. His strength comes from his charisma, his intelligence, his ability to boost morale. Like, those are his strengths as a god. So maybe this is something similar with Farina, where her strength doesn't necessarily come from her power, or because it was mentioned, I think, in the last stream that she doesn't actually have hypnosis. I think Linny mentioned that. I keep wanting to say Lily every time I say Linny's name. But yeah, I think Linny mentioned that she doesn't have the gnosis or whatever reason. So maybe it is that her strength as the god of justice is her voice. Like, she's very charismatic. influential. She's able to boost morale, and that does seem to fit her profile. She does seem to fit that profile, more that type of god than she is necessarily a god who's like, let me shoot water at you, pew 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 pew. That's my take on her, at least. I think she's a very different type of god to the other ones, and I'm really digging it, because not all gods are the same.
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
I'm proud of her for sticking up for herself, though. I've never heard her sound so serious.
Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Yeah, you tell her, Farina. Farina's not acting like her usual self. She's actually seriously refuting the Knave's accusations. She means what she's said. She means what she says. She's not putting up on the front. Yes! This is what I want to see more of. I want to see Farina acting like the goat she is.
Then I ask you, Miss Farina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
None of your fucking business. This is your god you're talking to. You're just a low-life human. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. You were doing so well! You were doing so well. Unless she's not able to tell anybody. That's gonna be a painful thing. So was that all a lie, or can she really not tell us? So she was so full of conviction and confidence just now, but now she's deflated like a pop balloon. Maybe she is working on something and just can't tell people about it. Like, I don't know if people in, maybe not just gods, but like maybe if like the people of Teyvat mention things, that the heavenly principles listen and that changes how prophecies work. That's me assuming that prophecy was started because of the heavenly principles. That might be wrong. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to think of, like, in terms of prophecy, who would have influence over the gods of Teyvat, and I'm assuming it would be the heavenly principles, right? I can't think of a more, like, powerful, like, or a more higher in status figure than the heavenly principles over the gods of Teyvat. So maybe if it's, like, I don't know. Maybe she does have a plan and she just can't tell people.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I mean, that is fair. I feel like that's a fair statement.
I see. As a god, the proof
Was
of
she
your
chuckling
labor
then?
always
Did you see
lies
her, like,
beyond
shoulders
prying
twitch?
mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential? Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
Yeah. Novelette. Here's my emergency response plan. Listen, Novelette can single-handedly hold up his hand and push back a whole tsunami. Here's the emergency response plan.
An emergency response plan?
Never mind! Great job, Farina! This is going so well! Farina, you literally just had to say one word. Novelette. That's all you had to say. And she would believe you.
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
I mean, technically it kind of is. Yeah, technically it kind of is. Thing is, I feel like if you're battling a prophecy, you have to be quite confident. You have to be very confidential about all your actions you're taking against the prophecy, because I feel like, isn't it like, it's because from what I'm aware of, in any game or any story or whatever, a prophecy is bound to come true no matter what path you take. It's just a matter of what the end result will be. So yes, you could have like several steps to the prophecy that will lead to it lead to an outcome, but the outcome of the prophecy can be changed. It just, the prophecy itself will come to pass no matter what. Does that make sense, chat? Hopefully that makes sense. I'm bad at explaining things, I'm sorry.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Farina, what is the purpose of your oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinal?
Oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinal. Dun, 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 dun. It's to spawn memes. My oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinal, it spawns memes. And yes. I don't know what that question's asking. What is the purpose of the oratrice? To pass judgment on smelly humans.
And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
Shoot them in your fucking head. I don't know.
The oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
Oh my god, look at how sheepish she looks. She does not, she's like, why did you have to ask about that?
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Farina.
Prepare for something? Why are you thinking that?
I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the oratrice in the opera house.
Oh.
You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium.
Contaminated him? Does that have like any negative effects or something? Like, that's not gonna make him sick or anything. Or maybe if he is contaminated by the, maybe if Linny's contaminated by, I don't know what indemnitium is, but like, maybe if he's contaminated by it, maybe that makes him immune. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe like, they're collecting large amounts of indemnitium to contaminate all the people of the Fontaine with, so that they're immune to the primordial seawater. Maybe that's what they're doing.
But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon?
Also, I love the back here. The back of her, like, I can't tell if that's like her. The back of her, like, outfit here, it kind of reminds me of, like, the back of Sombra, like, from Overwatch. Like, that. It kind of looks like that's, like, she's, like, been, like, hacked into or, like, programmed like a robot. I know it's, obviously she's not, I mean, I don't really know much about the name. Maybe she is, like, but I really like how the back of her looks. It looks really cool.
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Udex Nouvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Farina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Why? Are you telling her to keep it a secret? You could play your words so much better here, Farina. Why do you have to sound like you have no... Whatever.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Farina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
Have you poisoned these cakes? These aren't topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Nouvillette's task was. Oh, yeah, you do. Your job was literally to ask him to help you with the primordial seawater. You said fuck that and booked it straight here. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the Surging Primordial Sea, but can he really deal with it all by himself? Oh, yes, he can. He literally held out his hand, said no, and then the water was like, oh, I'm going back. I guess I'm scared of that guy. And is Frida being truthful or not? I don't know at this point.
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned eggs. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
Have you poisoned this cake? I swear to God. I mean, Paimon, to be fair, Paimon ate the entire pastry you left last time. Okay, you know, I'll accept the cake.
Paimon.
Also, what kind of cake is green? Who eats a green cake?
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
With a massive cherry. The neighbor proceeds to change topic to bring up less significant matters while the atmosphere... I was reading that, okay.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the knave for bringing these over as well.
She seems to have perked up a bit, though, which is good.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Farina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Farina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea.
I must say though, it is actually quite like, it's both scary for a character, but also really impressive how the voice actor can just change from going from like sweet, calm. Hold on. Chat, we need to talk about this. What the fuck is this? I mean, that one doesn't look too bad. But, like, why? 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 None of those look good. Anyway, continuing on.
Very well. We'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss child before I must be on my way.
Of course.
Paimon's coming too.
I'm gonna get them. Alright, my friend, Frida, how you doing?
The tea party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined.
You sound really cherry.
Why are you looking at me like that? Is something the matter? If there's nothing urgent, then I shall be retiring for now.
Cool, you seem really happy. Oh, it's just put me as, ether, okay. Hold on, one second, chat. Let me just real quick check my DMs. Oh, okay, it's literally just 2 notifications from servers. Okay, I can ignore that for now. Yippee! Wait, so does Frida pretty much live inside the opera house? Because literally, there's a door there. Look. Go back in here. Frida is literally just sat over there. Does Frida just live in here? She just lives in a courthouse. This is just weird. Can I go up to the oratories? I mean, it is making noises. I'm close to the oratories. Am I contaminated yet? I don't know. Not that I need to be contaminated. But yeah. Yeah, that's actually good sound design because you can get close to that oratories and it made noises. When now I'm far away from it, it's making no noises. So good sound design. Pew 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 pew. Okay. Sorry. Continuing on.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
Yeah, I figured as much.
That's what Paimon thought.
What do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
There's no need. I didn't think that's what you wanted to bring up.
Do I look like an irresponsible father to you? The House of the Hearth is very important to me. You should know that I care deeply about my children.
Oh, well, isn't that nice? Was there nothing else you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings.
Although it would be actually kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie, it would have been kind of funny had she thanked us in front of Farina. Because Farina made the false accusations against Linny and Lynette, so her thanking the Traveler in front of Linny and Lynette would have been like a direct provocation to like anger or try to get a reaction out of Farina. But I guess, I don't know, maybe the Knave has more of a heart than that. I don't know anything about her.
You just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
Cool. You also sent your kids to prison.
They're working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them, especially Linny.
Yeah.
You mean Ridesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me. By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Farina?
Wow, so literally, literally the Knave is asking me this exact same question that I did. I've already answered this, the Knave. I'm not answering it again. Otherwise I'll be streaming for like another 20 odd, or like I'll be ranting for another 20 odd minutes.
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
Okay, go ahead.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the Fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused? Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself.
But she wasn't kidding about liking drinks and cake. There's literally like a bunch of drinks there, and she has her own stash of cakes.
I need to meet with Farina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
Okay. That's what I say, though. That's literally what I'm saying.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you.
Okay, 2 points I want to make here. She looks absolutely stunning in this outfit. Can we get this as an Arlecchino skin? Because that looks incredible. I love that outfit on her. Second of all, and I didn't realize this beforehand, those black things on her hands aren't gloves. That's actually what her hands look like. What the fuck? She looks stunning there. I absolutely love her. I'm not simping for her. First of all, I'm not into women. So, you know, let me just cut that off right where it begins. But I can appreciate another fellow woman dressing in a very beautiful outfit, okay? It's the outfit, not the person, okay? I'm not simming for her, I'm loving on the outfit, okay? Can we get that out of the way? Okay. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I love that outfit on her. I did not realize that her hands weren't gloves. That's actually her hands? Her hands are actually black? Whoa. Yeah, we need that as an Arlecchino skin.
dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
She already talking to a cat.
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Farina to be handed to me on a silver platter. This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious.
Okay, give me a moment. I have my dog's scratching my door. Come here. Wait. Honey, come here. Thank you. Good girl. Behave, okay? My dog's sorry, guys. Sorry, chat. My dog's just joined me. Hey, good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Right, anyway, continuing on.
Anything left unguarded
Oh!
is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed.
Did she go to kill her? Yeah, we need that as an Arlecchino skin, I can't deny. Maybe not with the eyewear. I would like to see her eyes. But do you think Farina knew the knave was the one who attacked her?
It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The Hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon. In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Interesting, okay. At least she didn't kill the cat, though. Don't harm animals.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
You're begging? Farina. You're a god and you're begging? This is not a good look. There's such thing as a good look and a bad look. Good look, you know, calm, collected, in control. Bad look, panicky, whiny, not in control. Two differences.
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning.
Wait, also, don't when they take the Gnosis from like an Archon, at least from what I remember with when Scaramouche tried to do it with Nahida, he literally like punched her and his hand went through her chest. Did he try to just do the same? Did she just try to do the same to Farina and her hand just went like just smacked against her chest and she fell over? Because that's probably gonna hurt. I don't know.
I left the scene with ease.
Oh.
Nobody came looking for me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Farina dares not mention this incident to anyone.
So she probably does know that it was Arlecchino trying to assassinate her. At least the cat's making sure she's okay, though. Like the cat's being the emotional support. But yeah, interesting how she was begging. That's an interesting point.
Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Farina quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake.
I mean, in all fairness, I feel like whether you're a god or whether you're or whether whatever you are, doesn't matter. Heck, if I was this cat, if someone had tried to assassinate me, I don't think I would sleep very well that night either. If I'm being perfectly honest.
There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Eudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article.
No, Neuvillette isn't. That would have been a really cool idea for like a character plot twist, but I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% confident he's the Hydro Dragon. It would have been a cool like storyline to have them actually to have Neuvillette be the actual Hydro Archon, But like, unless he's both, but I don't think you can be both. But no, I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure he's the Hydro Dragon. So
I have to find the Gnosis. If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it. Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
unless he is unless he isn't actually the Archon, but is in the possession of Farina's Gnosis, because. Okay, I'm trying to backtrack a bit, but from what when I can't speak. When Linny spoke about the knave for the first time, being like told us his backstory about, you know, Lynette getting kidnapped and whatever. He mentioned that Arlecchino wanted to use the Gnosis to break the prophecy and save Fontaine, which kind of like alluded to the fact that maybe normal people can use the Gnosis. But if that is true, then it wouldn't be out of the range of possibilities for Neuvillette, who we strongly think is the Hydro Dragon, to be in possession of the Gnosis, because it is a Hydro Gnosis. It probably would like amplify his own power, so for him to be in possession of it would make sense, I feel like. I don't know, I'm just hypothesizing here, but I feel like that would make sense if he is actually the one in possession of it.
Yes, Father.
Unless like another, and like the only alternate reason I can think of is the only alternate suggestion I can think of is maybe the Gnosis is inside the Oratrice. Like, maybe that's what it uses to power it. Or something along those lines. I don't know, I'm theorizing ideas here.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a Harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities.
True. Very true.
Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette. Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
That also does bring me to the question of if Farina knows it was Arlecchino who tried to assassinate her, why did she feel so compelled to agree to the meeting? That's what I'm not understanding. Like, why did Farina feel so compelled to agree to the meeting with the knave when she knew the knave was trying to kill her? That I don't understand.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Farina and Iudex Neuvillette.
Okay.
The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Linny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
That's actually pretty smart. Too bad we figured it out. Too bad your children snitched on your plan.
You should know the rest. Linny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
Okay, so she's aware that we're close with Lenny and Lynette, and we know the whole story. Okay, good to know.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Farina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Alright then.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Farina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined. I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, That doesn't seem right to me either.
How did you come to that conclusion?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of service, I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Eudex Neuvillette or Farina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon.
Okay, so that was also very interesting because I feel like that gives us a hint as to... I feel like that gives us a hint as to Snezhnaya, because I was always under the impression that both from that Harbinger short we saw, but also from like the previous mentionings of the two Harbingers, I thought they all listened to the Jester, who I believe is like the leader of the Harbingers. And then maybe the Jester was the one who reported to the Tsaritsa. I didn't think the Tsaritsa would have like met all her Harbingers. I thought it would be like a pyramid scheme. That's interesting. So that proves that the Knave has come face to face with the Tsaritsa herself. Interesting.
Of course, that is all just how I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification.
Fair enough. Also, I love your earrings. Your earrings look really cool.
It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth.
True.
Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves. Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
Where's the catch in this? I mean, to be fair, I don't want to, I don't want to just say that because we trust Lynette, and Fremney, I should trust her. But, under the guise that she genuinely wants to, save the crisis, I feel like she makes a lot of valid points. Maybe we should take advantage of that opportunity.
You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve, and as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
Neuvillette?
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Thank you. You don't look too happy.
Neuvillette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur.
Okay.
Thank you for protecting Farina.
I must admit, I've actually forgotten the main points of the prophecy, other than the fact that people will dissolve into water. Anything else what happened down there?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
I'm sorry, we're just gonna dismiss the fact that he said I used my power to force back the entire ocean. We not gonna press that further? Okay, that's what happened on our side. You account your recent happenings at the tea party to Neuvillette.
So as expected, the Knave has turned up the pressure on Farina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Can I ask me some questions?
Permission granted.
You have enough power. You have enough power to force back the... Okay, we are delving into this. I was wondering if he was going to. Does this mean you have some deeper connection to the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
If by the phrase, you guys, you are referring to Farina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
Okay. What did you sense in the What did you sense in the fortress of Imperator? Did you manage to protect those who needed to be defended?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering.
Okay.
And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us. I mourn this turn of events.
It's raining again! He is the Hydro Dragon. There's no fucking way he isn't. This is too much of a coincidence. He is the dragon. That's confirmed 100%. The clear sky suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain became heavier. Light rain soon grew to downpour. And just moments before, Nouvelet had just mentioned his sense of grief. Thinking about that legend to what he's caught on. Thinking about that legend and what Fremini said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies are cloud up and pour out water. Nouvelet, you can't be.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
He's the dragon sovereign of water.
The dragon of... what? Huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
I am very also, have I just noticed how tall he is? No, man. I know he's tall, but... Oh, hey, Farina. Does Farina know you're the dragon sovereign? I'm assuming she knows. Okay, bye.
Nouvelet, are you listening?
Ah, my apologies.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Sure, we can do that.
Right,
He doesn't...
Of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a
Please,
secret.
please, I have to say this. Please let there be a cutscene or something where he transforms into like a full dragon. I would eat that shit up. I would love that. Please. I don't ask for much, Genshin. Give me a cutscene where he transforms into a full dragon. I would love that.
There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
You don't think he's thought about that?
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood.
Oh, so is he unable? Are they all unable to like go full dragon? Do you think they were all? Dang it! I'm having doubts now. I want you to go full dragon.
They say
though.
that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
Oh, is that why you work closely with Farina then?
There are 7 elemental archons and 7 matching dragon sovereigns.
Yeah, you're the first drag. He's the first drag. I wonder if we're gonna meet the other dragons. Like, if the other dragons are also gonna be playable characters. Interesting.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history. In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me. Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Okay.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede? Paimon is a little worried.
How much longer have our sentence do we have left? See you later, Nouvelet.
We'll see you another time.
Take care.
I love Nouvelet's voice. It's so good. Oh, we gotta go out down to the fortress. Man, the fortress is so far from the Opera House. Let's just go there. Where's the closest one? I think... Actually, I'm gonna switch someone out of my inventory quickly. I just want to get Chaska in my inventory real quick. Chaska in my party, sorry.
The breeze is restless today.
Just because it's easier to traverse the fortress like this. Let's go see who's in here. Oh, that's I keep wanting to say Lily. It's the Linny siblings.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
A bare-teeth cat?
Well, well, look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, he sounds happier. My little shy boy. How was day? Day was good, Chris. Thank you for asking.
Looks like you're recovering nicely from an A.
Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone's support.
Oh, he's so cute.
Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
Yay! Well done, Fremy.
How did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all. She also told me not to worry about it.
You do realize that she kills people for her job, right? If she can take a life easily enough, she can save one easily enough.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
She's such a good big sister.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the knave.
Yeah.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
Yeah, she said quite a lot.
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
It was a bit surprising.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic.
Yippee!
You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Might. Not guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. Father is very capable, and also trustworthy.
Just because I trust you guys, doesn't mean I trust her. She can't use her children to manipulate me.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Linny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometime.
Yeah, Linny.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
For real? Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely.
She sounds so jealous.
Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Okay. I quite like that. But I love all three of them. They have such a wide range of personalities. Can I talk to them again?
We should start preparing that tea party.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm all for it.
I'll help you set it up.
Oh, they're so cute! I love them. Precious beans. Okay, I think all the other three of the others are just downstairs, which that's fine. I'm gonna probably. So we'll probably need to talk to Clorind, Risley, and Siegeween. Oh, Siegeween's here. Cool. Siegeween.
Traveler, Paimon, you're back.
Yeah, how many presses
Doing
escaped?
all right? Did either of you get hurt?
We're both great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it?
A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervillette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being.
Yippee!
Of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided.
How did Nervillette know that he was needed here?
Well, he's the high. He literally is confirmed to be the higher dragoness. He probably sensed it.
Well, Monsieur Nervillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced. I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both alright. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days. Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time.
So we don't have to draw lots anymore. Yippee!
I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
She's so cute! Oh, I love her. She could be evil, but I love her. Alright, let's go over here first. Hello.
You guys are back?
Crystal! Maroon!
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
Huh? No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you.
Yippee!
We were so worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah. I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago. I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
I'm so glad we're this memorable, Lavaroon.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
I'm sure the welfare meals must have skyrocketed in quality recently. Your meals will bring all the prisoners to the cafeteria.
Oh, well, if you say so. I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Cool! Well, now that we can choose, are we gonna go see Risley and Clorin down here? I was assuming they're still here. Where? Oh, down. Okay, we're going down. Oh, okay. Okay, it's these two. Okay. Hello, Lovita and Juria.
Jurier? Miss Sishween told me you still haven't eaten.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
That's no excuse for... Huh? What's you two?
Hi!
Jurier, Lurvine, we're back!
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
We're fine.
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, okay.
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Not at all!
I love these two, they're great. Can I go see it? Oh, there's a window there. Boo! Look at all that space that could be explored. You're telling me you took that away from me. Rude! I'm gonna get back up there. Talk to Risley? Okay, Risley is down below. He's also on the other side, isn't he? Get down. Thank you. We'll glide our way over there, avoiding all the pipes. Okay, there we go. Risley! Risley! Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see 2 inmates come back after making it to the surface? Some strange winds blowing of late.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still all right?
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
Yippee! Also, I didn't realize he had ear piercings.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
I don't think it works like that.
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
Oh, that's cute!
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Cloran has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Oh, because Clorin's not down here anymore, okay.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake. Cloran received lipstick instead.
Oh.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Neuvillette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies.
Oh, that's cute!
Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Hey, is it tea?
Are these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
Oh, yippee!
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Why would you wanna stay in a prison? Is the food covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Yippee! Okay, no, I don't know. I'm still not enough to make me want to go to prison. I would just come down here for the food.
Hooray!
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Why would we want to stay in a prison? I don't understand any of this. Can I talk to you again?
Your file can't be closed until we've completed your paperwork, so don't forget to come find me again when you're done serving your sentence.
Okay. Well, that was Cherry. Return to dormitories and rest. Why would we want to go back into prison after clearing it? I would never want this. I would come over down here and check all my friends are okay, and then, you know, just never come back. Where are we going? Are we going upstairs? Do you... Oh yeah, there's just casually a claymore. Yeah, just casually a claymore in the... Okay, here's our prison cell. There we go. There we go.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
It feels like a huge weight is off of our shoulders. It feels like we've regained our freedom.
Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Pawan, is there something you like to say?
Huh? How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey, that's not true. All right. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
True.
It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends.
True.
There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
We're the best adventurers ever.
You're counting Paimon today?
No.
Aren't you the only adventurer here?
I guess being a guide counts.
Let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward. Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon too. The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary.
It was so scary.
We should be safe now, right?
But it'll be fine. Don't worry, Paimon.
Alright then. Good night to you, Traveler.
Night night. Night, Paimon. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. Oh, another vision. Another vision of the Hydro Vision. Is he in the Primordial Sea? Oh, it's that dream he had. That's the whale. So I was right. It was a whale I heard before. So, cause I remember. Okay, that's the end of Act 4. Okay, because I remember in the last stream. Yeah, I remember in the last stream. I heard like you have like a little faint noise, but it was either a horn or a whale. I said it was like sounded like whale song, but it actually was whale song. So that dream he had like when he was 14, it was actually a vision. Interesting. That's really interesting. Okay, what we got now? Well, we can probably start Act 5. We can start Act 5, I reckon. I probably won't go on for too long. But we can at least start Act 5, I feel like. I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on. Let me change the title real quick. Rest. And starting Act 5. There we go. There we go. Okay, wait, someone's DM me. Hold on. Never mind. It's just other Discord notifications. Don't mind me. Okay. Wait. What does it want me to do? Wait until 8 o'clock the next morning. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we can at least start Act 5. I don't think it will definitely not get finished today. But yeah. Some time has passed since the incident in the Fortress of Meridian, and you said it is almost finished.
Now for a little rest after breakfast. This is the life. Wait a sec. Isn't something important supposed to happen today?
I don't know.
Oh, today's our big day! We're supposed to leave the Fortress of Mirapede! Come on, we've got to go complete the release procedures now!
Cool. Sweet. Masquerade of the Guilty, Chapter 5. Or Act 5, rather, not Chapter 5. My bad. Also, I like how we have 2 beds in our prison cell, and yet we've only used 1. Paimon shares a bed with me. Okay, we're gonna go and talk to the receptionist and complete the release documents. Also, apparently, I didn't know this, but if you're in the sea, during that whole Act 3, Act 4 arc, if you're in the sea, around the fortress, I think there's like a machine that like has like beams of light that beam down. But if you get caught by those lights, it will teleport you in the fortress, back into the fortress, to the receptionist desk. I found that out the hard way. I didn't get it on camera, but I did find that out, and it was quite amusing.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Mirapede via the regular channels.
Okay.
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. What?
Okay, are we having an earthquake?
What's happening?
You okay?
I'm fine, thanks. But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
The gate isn't gonna burst open again and cause another tsunami, is it?
Let's go ask the Duke.
Okay. I'm assuming he's in his office. Risley! What the hell was that?
Your Grace?
Ah, good to see you two. Is there something you wish to see me about?
Yeah, what was with that earthquake just now?
Ah, that. The tremor didn't originate from the seafloor. In fact, it seems it came from the surface.
Okay, so it's not the sluice gate. That's a good sign.
Over the years of serving as the warden here, I have developed a sense for distinguishing between what occurs on the surface and what occurs underwater. Besides, the seal that Monsieur Neuvillette set in place won't fail so easily.
Okay, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
So the fortress is okay?
If you recall our last incident, if there really were a problem, there would be crowds of inmates in a panic right now.
True! That's a good point.
Huh. You've got a point. Okay, seems we need to get back up to the surface and ask about what happened. By the way, do you know what day it is today?
I believe today is this month's pipe cleaning day.
Wait, seriously?
I should say we go goodbye to the fortress.
Ah, yes. Have you completed your release papers?
Yep. It's you two. Are you leaving now?
Oh, she sounds so sad about that.
That's right. Today is our last day in prison. But now that Paimon says that, it doesn't feel like we were confined here. It's actually been pretty nice.
A lot of people have helped us out.
Oh yeah, Paimon feels fond of this place now.
I don't know about that, Pam. Let's not go that far.
Then be sure to come back and visit. I'll miss you.
Oh, don't worry, Cedrine. We'll do both yours and Risley's story quest. It will be fine.
If you've signed the release papers, then you're free to go. The guards will escort you out.
You're not going to see us off?
I knew you'd ask. All right, sure. Let's go.
Oh, he's so nice.
Well, you actually agreed. No worries, you must be busy. Paimon was just joking.
Ah, so you do have a polite side, I see.
After being down here for so long, I imagine you must feel like you're lacking companionship. Shall I come along too?
No, that's all right. It's not like we'll never visit again. We've still got to do both yours and Risley's story quests. So you know.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll come back to see you. Paimon really likes the cafeteria here. The chefs sure do know how to make good grub.
I hope you won't be here as convicts the next time I see you.
Yeah, so do I.
We'll do our best to stay out of trouble. Well, it seems our work in the Fortress of Mirapede is finished. That's the end of another chapter in our journey. And since Neuvillette was the one who asked us to come here, we should probably go report to him now. Next up, the Palais Mermonia. You're going to see Monsieur Neuvillette? Please pass on our kind regards.
Okay.
I'm sure just your regards will do, no?
I believe it would be the polite thing to do.
I like Cedrine.
You're right. I've heard the Palais has been terribly busy these days. Tell him that I hope he hasn't been overwhelmed by the recent string of troubles.
Okay, will do. Let's talk to them both.
If you're concerned about things at the Palais, why don't you take some time to go up and check things out? I believe you should still have some vacation time to spend.
Thank you for being so understanding. It means a lot. It's been some time since I've gone to the surface. I must say that I've started to miss it a little.
Oh, that's so cute. They're a good duo. They're a really cute duo, those two. Oh wait, I can just teleport to the Palais Mermonia, can't I? I don't actually have to walk there. There we go. Oh, by the way, chat, I don't know if Ice Knight, I don't know if you're still in chat or not, but there was one thing I did off of camera with the polls for Neuvillette and Zhongli, and I did pull for both Zhongli's weapon and Neuvillette's weapon. So I did get their weapons, which is pretty cool. They're the only characters, I think the only characters apart from Diluc who I actually have the their signet signed weapons on. Like if Sino gets a rerun, I'll probably pull for his pizza paddle. But yeah.
The Palais Mermonia sure is buzzing with activity today.
Halt! Huh? Oh, it's you two. Apologies. Monsieur Neuvillette did say you'd be welcome at any time.
I love that Melazine's voice though. It's great.
Excuse me. Would you mind helping me take a look at this report?
I'll be right there. Sorry, I've got my hands full here. You can see yourselves in.
Cool. Thank you, Sadine.
Everyone's
Or
so
Sedene,
busy.
or however you say it.
Seems a lot has been happening.
Cool. Let's go in. Is it going to transition in? That would be a really cool transition. Oh, you could have had such a clean transition there. Disappointing.
Hello. You've come at the right time, but you'll have to wait for just a moment, as there are some urgent matters I must tend to first. In the meantime, please, have a seat. If you'd like to have something to drink, let the Melusine outside know.
That's all right. We just ate.
Very well, then.
Okay.
Let's take a break over there while we wait for him to finish his work.
Cool.
All right. That should wrap things up for now.
Are you done with your work?
Yes, sorry to keep you waiting.
No worries, Nubla. I love how it's like, and I love it with Farina as well, how like they both have like tassels on their design that kind of glow. I mean, it makes sense with their characters now, but like it looks really cool. I can't lie, it looks really cool.
Today should be the day you were released from the fortress of Meripede. And it appears that you've managed to complete all the release paperwork.
Yup.
That's right, and we came here to see you right away.
You can tell on everything that happened since Primona Scene since you dream of Regan Child.
A massive whale.
Yep.
Do you have any idea what that might be?
Judging from your description, that cannot have occurred in any ordinary waters, but rather something like the primordial sea.
So somehow, yeah, so I was right. So Child somehow ended up in the primordial sea. So maybe it was the whale he heard that was calling to him.
A whale of that size and shape cannot usually be found in the waters of Tevat. Therefore, we can only assume that Child is presently immersed in primordial seawater.
Great, he's drowning!
Immersed in primordial seawater? But how? And is he okay?
He's not from Fontaine, so he won't dissolve, but you know, he might drown.
Most people wouldn't be capable of entering in the first place. I'm not completely sure how he could have gotten there myself.
There's something we'd like to ask you about.
Yes? What is it?
What was the tremor we felt earlier?
Ah, right! Paimon felt it too! We asked the Duke and he said it wasn't from underwater, so we figured you might know something about it.
You see the lighting just change in this room?
It turns out that I have just received a report about this particular matter. In fact, that's exactly what I was busy with a moment ago.
Oh.
The source of the tremor was here on the surface near Poisson. After the shaking stopped, the water levels in the Poisson area rose at an alarming rate.
Oh.
The water levels rose? Oh no! What about all the people there?
Fortunately, the water levels only rose for a short period of time, and have already returned to normal now. However, I still have a bad feeling about the whole phenomenon. If the change in water levels is connected with the leaking primordial seawater,
I forgot about that.
the
That's a good
situation
point.
in Poisson may be much worse than it appears.
But then again, it's like mixed. The leaking primordial seawater is like mixed in with normal seawater, so it would just make sense.
Navia should be in Poisson, right? We need to go check on her.
So theoretically, the worst case scenario would it would just make people have hallucinations. Yeah, Spino
I would also
hallucinations,
like to
of
go
course.
there as soon as possible, but I'm afraid I can't leave just yet. We must immediately formulate disaster prevention plans for the surrounding coastal areas to avoid potential catastrophes.
That's a good shout.
I'll have to ask you two to go to Poisson first. I'll meet you there to check on the situation once I finish things here.
No worries, sounds like a plan.
There's no time to lose. Let's get going.
Please be careful.
You got it, Nervalet. What are you gonna say?
The two of you have my thanks. If you need any help, just let me know.
Thank you. Okay, we're going. Let's see. Poisson. Poisson.
Oh no. What happened here?
It looks the same as it always did. Right? Were those bridges already broken before? I don't feel like they were. I don't know. Maybe I'm just, you know, hallucinating. This doesn't look the same. Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of mess, but that's to be expected. There's nobody around. Were they all dissolved? Let's not show me the worst yet.
Navia should
Oh,
be
sorry, I
around
skipped
here,
something.
right? We need to make sure she's still... Paimon means we need to check on her.
Well, the water would have like mixed in with the regular seawater, like it was saying. So, you know, it would literally just created synth. As we've learned from previous quests. I mean, okay, yeah, they are kind of. Alright, buddy. Oh, this is a guy on the roof. You see that?
We haven't seen a single soul all the way here. Oh, this is getting scary.
What will I ever do now?
There's a guy on the roof.
Look, there's someone on the roof over there.
Just stay put. We're coming up. Watch your balance.
All right, just hurry.
Okay. That's another mafia dude.
I'm not young anymore. How will I survive on my own?
Okay.
My Desiree.
Desiree?
He looks pretty sad.
My leg. My leg.
Great, you.
How could this have happened? It hurts.
And don't move it, you
Just hang in
plonker.
there. Help is on the way. You can hold my hand if it makes you feel better.
Well, this is Cherry. Where's Navia? Oh yeah, there's a claim. Well, that will help. Ooh. God damn it.
Oh, it's Navia. She's over there.
Where?
Hey, Navia, are you okay?
You're here.
We heard there was a situation in Poisson, so we came as quickly as we could.
It's just a leg. Wow. Walking off is just a leg. Damn.
Yes. As you can see, the water level suddenly rose. It caused quite the disturbance, in fact.
See, this is what happens when you live in the sewers, Navia. I can't help but feel that maybe don't live in the sewers if you don't want the water levels to rise. Maybe don't do that.
Demoiselle, there was a wounded resident next to a building southeast of here. We've already transported him to safety, but we've run out of medical supplies.
He's wounded? How badly?
He fell, so it's probably a broken leg. He's pretty shaken up. When the water level rose, he desperately climbed up to the roof. Once the water receded and he saw the ground, he became terrified and eventually...
fell.
He jumped down then. Find the leader of Squad 1 and tell him to take the wounded resident to see a doctor. He should know where to go.
Understood. I'll take over his search and rescue mission in the meantime.
All right, you'll be in charge.
Well,
I'm sorry. Where were we?
The situation in Poisson?
Fun fact, homeless people in Las Vegas would live in the sewers. That sounds awful. And disgusting.
Right. Allow me to explain. A little earlier, we suddenly heard a loud noise. At first, everyone thought that something might have exploded on an aquabus. But before we knew it, water started pouring out from
Did you
everywhere.
just say aquabus? Hold on. A little earlier, at first everyone... Wait, sorry, what? You said aquabus, but that said waterways.
The rushing water seemed a little odd, almost like the unique color of primordial seawater. Some people didn't realize the danger and thought it was just ordinary water, leaking from somewhere.
Oh, so the water that poured through was legit just the raw stuff? Damn.
Everyone on the street who happened to be close to the water didn't have a chance to escape. As the water levels rose, they suddenly disappeared. They were all dissolved.
Wow, that's cheery. Yeah, edibles. Okay.
Those who realized what was happening started to flee in a panic, desperately trying to get to higher ground. Many were injured in the stampede, and some people fell from significant heights.
Right.
The Spina di Rosula initiated rescue operations as quickly as possible, but there have been a lot of casualties. Fortunately, the water began to recede after some time, and the chaos came to an end.
Okay.
The water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater, so the lower levels of Poisson are still hazardous. To ensure everyone's safety, I've asked the people there to leave as soon as possible.
That doesn't... Okay, there's one, like, flaw in this, and it says here, the water that flooded the area contained primordial seawater. But we already know that if you mix primordial seawater and normal seawater together, it makes synth. It's not pure enough to dissolve a person. So, again, there's a hole in the writing.
No one knows if this could happen again. All we can do for now is try our best to help evacuate the residents. We still haven't completed the head count, but we'll have some numbers soon.
I see.
How awful. And all of this just came out of nowhere.
Probably knew the prophecy.
It was quite frightening indeed. I only wish that everything that just happened was a bad dream.
Well, it's not, so,
Is there any way we can help, Navia?
We're here to help.
Thank you for being so willing to help in a moment of crisis like this. You don't know how much it means to me. I really can't express how grateful I am.
Wait, we're missing some people, aren't we? Oh, okay.
Don't say that, Navia. That's what friends are for.
Did Milus and Silver get dissolved? Or maybe they didn't, because that was I would be expecting more of a reaction out of her. It's almost like that reaction was almost like, oh shit, where are they? But man,
Demoiselle, we've got a situation here.
I'll be right there. Sorry, I need to go for now.
And off she goes. Seems it might be a while before she can take a break.
Navi walks around talking about people organizing various. Her decisions are clear, reasonable,
Okay.
blah 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 blah.
The wounded are being tended to, and we finished a preliminary head count. More support has just arrived, so I suppose I finally have a moment to focus on my own matters. Of course, we should remain ready for anything, and continue doing our best to rescue others. I'll be sure to have everyone at the Spina di Rosula ready to render assistance. Traveler, Paimon, would you two accompany me to my father's grave for a moment?
Huh? Right now?
I understand.
Thank you.
Okay, so that makes me think that we probably have, probably lost, Melus and Silver. I will be kind of annoyed if that has happened. Because, you know, they were actually really good characters. Maybe they'll show, like, I want them to show, I hope they show, like, a flashback of, like, everything that happened during, like, an animation of like, a cutscene or whatever, of, like, the water breaking through, because I think just hearing about it isn't gonna, you know, make me feel anything, really.
Not a lot of people here, huh?
Well, given the time of day and the whole situation in Poisson, Paimon doesn't think there'd be a ton of people here visiting graves.
Yup.
Right. That's how things are now. The living are so exhausted that they've no strength to spare any words for the dead.
Yup.
Navia?
Don't to push yourself so hard. Okay.
Navia, what's wrong?
Sorry.
People she knows have died, Paimon. People she knows have died. People under her care have died. Okay?
Melus and Silver. They won't ever come back here again.
Yeah, I sort of figured that was the case.
What should I do, Papa?
Well, rest in peace to the NPCs. I can't believe we have someone crying over NPCs in this game. No, I'm kidding. That's a bit harsh. But yeah, Melus and Silver were pretty well written NPCs. So rest in peace to 2 NPCs.
Huh?
That were well written for
What
once.
happened to them?
What do you mean, what happened to them? Paimon, context clues.
Everyone agreed on the rescue plan, but still, I was the one who initiated.
Oh, so she feels like she killed them. Is that what I'm getting from this?
They were helping evacuate the residents, but they couldn't leave in time. And they were caught in the seawater.
Well, it's okay. You can just I mean, actually, no, you can't connect to the hydro element because you'd dissolve. Never mind. I was gonna say you could communicate them at the Fountain of Lucine, like Vacher did, but Vacher was from Snezhnaya, not Fontaine. So never mind. You're kind of screwed.
What should we do?
Nothing. You can't do anything.
I've known them for so long, and I know they weren't afraid. But
yeah, they're like your family.
I could at least hold a funeral for my father, and I know where he rests. But as for Melus and Silver, they're just gone. I just can't.
Yeah, I suppose that once they were dissolved, they literally became one with the water. You can't bury it. You can't bury an entire ocean. Unless you're somehow Neuvillette.
Everything looks so clean after it rains. Even the gravestones. I didn't expect that you'd enjoy a glass of red wine in front of Master Callus's grave.
So that proves that Navi is over 18 years old, then. Because, you know, she can't drink unless you're over 18.
I can understand. Besides, the scenery here isn't half bad.
See, it's not just me. I always want to bring something when I visit Papa. Perhaps we might even have a picnic. He wouldn't be angry, would he?
How could Master ever be upset with you, demoiselle? Yet the cemetery is the home of those who have passed, is it not? Everyone ends up here sooner or later, no matter who you are.
I love Melus's voice. Melus has such a great voice.
Buying yourself a plot in advance, are you?
Oh no, don't do this.
No need yet. But when I do, I hope you'll let me be buried beside Master Callus, demoiselle.
Oh no! And she can't even fulfill that for him. Oh. And she can't fulfill that for him. Because he is now water.
Hey, stop joking around.
I'm quite serious. That way, it will save us both the trip to see each other whenever you visit your father's grave.
That makes sense. In that case, could I be buried on his other side?
Oh, what is this? Oof. Yeah, she can't fulfill that for them because they are literally puddles on the ground now.
After all, besides you, demoiselle, the two of us could certainly be considered Master's closest companions, no?
Personally, I believe we fill those shoes just fine.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden? Seriously. All right. I'll remember your requests. But I'd really prefer not to talk about this stuff. And what do you mean by saving me a trip? I'd make the journey even if I had to visit you two somewhere else. I'd promised to let them rest in peace here. But here I am breaking that promise.
That isn't your fault though, because you can't control when someone dies. That's kind of just... And technically they're not even dead. Like, their consciousness is just in water. Part of me wonders, at the end of Fontaine, like, I wonder if, like, the people who have dissolved are, like, just gone permanently, or whether the damage will be undone. That I do wonder, like, if it classes them actually as dead, or if it's just, like, their consciousness is preserved so that the process can be reversed. I'm not sure.
I'm sorry for letting you see me in a mess like this. I don't usually cry, really.
Really? Because seems to be a theme with you, Navia. Like, if you think about it, during the whole disappearances case, the whole theme with that was Vacher wanted to reverse the process to bring back his lower vignette. Maybe that was hinting at how the Fontaine arc is gonna end, with where all the people who have gotten dissolved are suddenly like brought back to their human bodies. I don't know, just a thought. It's unlikely, but it's just a thought.
Feel better. But, well, she understands how you feel.
Really, Paimon? You understand how she feels? Have you lost people under your care? Two close companions that have basically raised you? Have turned into water in front of your eyes? Has that happened to people to you? Then no! You don't know how she feels! I hate that fucking phrase, I know how you feel.
I had always thought I could make my wishes come true. But now that I think about it, that never solely relied on me. Many things can only be accomplished with someone else's help. Malus and Silver have helped me so much. But by contrast, I could do nothing for them. I'm so sorry.
You can spend as much time as you need here, Navia. We'll stay with you.
Oof! We're here for you.
Thank you. Right now, you don't know how much that means. By the way, you can have a look at this. It's a list of victims from the incident that took place here.
Great. Are we listing of people who have died?
Anna, Khan, Burnett, Giverny, Francine, Karina, Daisy Ray.
Daisy, isn't it Desiree?
Julianne, Esson, as well as Malus and Silver.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 people who have died.
So, everyone else is safe. But still...
It's okay. I know what you're thinking. And you're right. we lost Malus and Silver. But we were able to save more than we anticipated.
Hmm.
The overall outcome indicates that the cost was worth it.
No one... Sorry, I coughed. No one's sacrifice is truly necessary.
Right. Don't think that way, Navia. One person might be saved at the expense of another, sure, but that isn't something we should ever consider a trade. Malus and Silver were not the price for saving anyone. They're heroes.
Wow! Words of wisdom coming from Paimon! I never thought I'd see this day.
You're right. Thank you, Paimon. What you said just now was pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah, I suppose it was.
Oh, really?
Don't ruin the moment, Paimon.
Seems you've become more eloquent in the time since we last met.
Where did you come from?
The knave? What are you doing here?
Is everything going well on your side?
Oh, like, is there cooperation going on here?
Yes, my people are carrying out the mission according to your request. All the residents of Poisson have been evacuated, and we're preparing to relocate them to higher ground.
Oh.
As for these supplies, we have everything taken care of. There is no need to worry.
Thank you very much.
Wait, do you two know each other?
We just met recently. Right, Miss Navia?
Usually, I would call this a coincidental encounter. That doesn't quite fit this time. Besides, it never even crossed my mind that a Fatui Harbinger would come looking for me. Thanks to the Knave, Spina di Rosula received generous support from the Fatui, which allowed us to complete the rescue and evacuation work so quickly.
Okay.
Mutual aid is essential to fostering positive developments. We were already in the area, in any case, so it was nothing.
Oh! Yeah, we were already in the area. You know, causing the tremors that dissolved your people in the city. In the sewers, sorry.
That said, I must say that you're a lot sharper than you let on. I'm sure you understand what I mean.
I apologize for all the ways in which I tested you previously. We've never worked with a Fatui before, and it's extremely important for us to know who we're working with. My subordinates have reported that Fatui soldiers have been observing water levels and taking head counts in various locations. I hear that they've also prepared a large amount of emergency supplies. I'm quite surprised.
This is nothing to brag about, nor do I intend to. It is simply the way of powerful organizations to act forcefully, whether they are doing good or ill. You've witnessed that firsthand, in any case.
True, she's spitting.
As I've told this traveler before, I know of the prophecy, and I intend to prevent the impending disaster.
I love the way she spoke then. I like how she said it instead of... I like how she said, as I've told the traveler... Instead of saying, as I've told the traveler before, she said, as I've told this traveler before, which I really like.
Lending your organization a hand was a natural first step in accomplishing that. As such, do not be troubled by this token of our sincerity. Perhaps one day, you'll also be able to help me in the same way.
Just like a debt thing. Also, that makes me wonder, with the Genshin, if they do release the Genshin anime, which we're all hoping that they're gonna release, I wonder how they will address the Traveler, because obviously Aether and Lumine have names. I think it's already stated that Aether is the canonical Traveler and Lumine is the canonical Abyss sibling. But it would make me... I wonder, like, if in the anime they will still address Aether as the Traveler. Like, still call him... Everybody will still call him Traveler. Or whether they will all call him Aether by his actual name. That is one thing I'm kind of curious about, because I feel like it would... I feel like in terms of gameplay, it works with them calling him... Traveler all the time, because obviously we as the player can, like, write our name whatever username we want as, you know, as the MC. So it works in terms of gameplay, but it makes me wonder, like, if they release an anime, like, how will Ether be addressed? Like, what? Like, surely they have to call him by his actual name. Because I feel like just calling him Traveler in an anime would just be really dumb and out of place, in my opinion. It just wouldn't fit. It works for the game, but it just wouldn't fit in an anime.
Without your help, there would have been many more casualties. I won't forget your kindness.
Furthermore, I sincerely regret what happened to Malus and Silver. I only wish that my people could have arrived a little earlier to prevent this from happening.
Aw, that's kind of sweet of her. She didn't have to do that.
Don't say that. You and your subordinates did everything you could. As Paimon said, Malus and Silver didn't choose to sacrifice themselves for any specific person. And they weren't the price paid for other salvation. They chose to become heroes themselves. I've never liked hearing people put it that way. It's like trying to relieve pain by saying some noble-sounding words. But right now, there's nothing more suitable. They really did become heroes.
True.
You're right. I'm sorry for your loss, Miss Navia.
That's kind of sweet of her. That she's being all
Water
sentimental.
is life to Fontaine's people, and it also spells disaster. It's no wonder that people always say that prophecies represent fate. Fortunately, I've never been one for such opinions.
So, you're one who will try to change fate then?
Fair enough, can't fault her for that.
Of course. That is why I'm going to Hotel Bouffe de Thé. I still have some things to take care of, and the children need my attention. By the way, Traveler, Paimon, one more thing.
Oh?
Alright, then we'll just... Huh? This isn't right. Paimon thought you would ask us to walk with you for a moment so you could tell us something in private.
That is a clever and useful conversation technique, which I do like to use when necessary. But there's no need today. It would not hurt to have Miss Navia listening in.
Uh-oh.
Traveler, I'm sure you remember that I said we could work together when we had the chance.
Has that chance for cooperation arisen?
You and I both know that there may be issues with the Primordial Sea. Previously, it was the Fortress of Meripede's sluice gate, and this time it was the water levels in Poisson. These are both signals.
So the time for jolly cooperation has come.
Indeed. Allow me to share the latest intel I've received from the House of the Hearth's intelligence network with you.
Okay.
During some recent investigations, a child claimed to have discovered some ruins near Poisson. The ruins date back to ancient times, and seem to be worth investigating in many ways.
Okay, go on.
Judging by the dating of the ruins, they may be related to the prophecy and the coming crisis. The situation is becoming more urgent, so any pertinent information will prove extremely precious.
Sure.
My people initially came to prepare for ruin exploration. Unexpectedly, this disaster struck. And at present, we're all busy prioritizing the rescue effort.
Okay, that's kind of unexpected. I wasn't expecting her to prioritize that over learning about the prophecy. Interesting.
So that's why the Fatui were already in Poisson.
I wanted to take the children along, but unfortunately, Linny, Lynette, and Fremine have all been dispatched to higher ground to assist affected residents.
So they've also been released from prison at this point.
Linny told me that outside of the house, the person they trust most is you.
Oh, how nice of them.
Which is why I want to give you this task.
Are you sure this will be okay? Can you trust an outsider like me?
The House of the Hearth's members see each other as family, but Linny, Lynette, and Fremine said that they also see you as such, even though you are not from the house.
Oh, how sweet of them.
I'm sure you already understand how earnest they consider their friendship with you to be.
Yeah.
Oh, that somehow makes Paimon feel kinda happy.
The intel I just shared about the ruins could fetch a high price. But since the children consider you family, it's only natural that I freely share it with you.
Oh, how nice of you, Nave.
Got it! So all we gotta do is go to some ruins, right? We can handle that.
Yup.
Excuse me, but may I tag along?
You wish to join, Miss Navia?
Is that such a good idea? Okay, say this has to do with the prophecy. Wouldn't it include primordial seawater? Wouldn't you essentially be walking into your own death? I feel like that's where it's gonna happen.
Are you sure you're up to exploring some ruins? You need to rest.
I'm still waiting. I mean, I said this way back in Sino's story quest, but I'm still waiting for the day in Genshin where a playable character dies.
Well, I'm sad, yes, but I can't just go back and plop myself into a chair by the roadside and do nothing. There's no point in being depressed while we still have a disaster on our hands. As my father's successor, I must live up to the hopes he had in me.
Okay.
Besides, I'm also doing this for myself. I need something, a distraction, to keep my mind off Malus and Silver.
Okay, fair enough. But, you know, I feel like this is really stupid and you probably end up dying, but...
Since you put it that way...
Oh, sorry, I was supposed to read that,
no
my bad.
objections. What do you say, traveler?
Oh, go to the ruins together and then we can use Navia as like a surfboard and then she'll dissolve and then, you know.
Alright. The ruins are to the south of Poisson. Here's the map.
Thank you.
Okay, the three of us will handle it. Come on, let's pack up and get going.
Right, this can't go badly in the slightest. Oh, they're all the way over there. Okay. What I think I'm gonna do is we'll do these ruins, and then I will end the stream. That is what we'll do. I don't know how long the ruins will take, but since we're really just only really at the start of Act 5.
Let's fly.
Yeah, we're only really at the start of Act 5, so I don't feel like it would take me too long. I don't know. Over here, okay. Okay. Whee! Okay.
So, are these the ruins the knave was talking about? Whoa, talk about old.
Yeah, that's not ominous at all.
They seem to be pretty ancient, all right.
Let's go in and have a look.
Just be careful.
Oh god, I didn't click off things on. Sorry, continuing on. Why would we be? You be the one be careful. I feel like this is really stupid, inviting Navia in here. Let me switch out of...
Let's finish this, swiftly.
There we go. I'm not gonna have, not Navia. What's her face? I'm gonna switch to D-Look. Oh look, is this primordial sea water or is this normal water? I don't know. Yeah, like, how would you get back up without getting in the water? This is dumb. Alright, gotta fight things. Oh.
Judgment is upon you.
Die, you little bitch. I have a shield. What you gonna do? Wow, one hit KO'd you. Any hidden secrets? Any hidden secrets? I don't see any hidden secrets.
What? The floor here isn't safe.
Yeah, it's almost like I'd said that Navia shouldn't be down here.
Gather.
Ooh. Moving on. Alright.
This place has also been contaminated by primordial seawater.
It's almost like I said this was gonna happen.
Yeah. And a lot of it, too. A Fontainian would most likely dissolve the moment they fell in.
You should go back to safety.
Right. You can't go down if there's primordial seawater. It's too dangerous, and it won't be any help for you to just stay here.
It's almost like I said you shouldn't have come along. Because, you know, you die. You're an idiot.
Don't get Paimon wrong. We're not saying you're useless. It's just that...
No, you're right. I can't do anything in this situation. I'll leave this to you.
No, from the looks of things here, mate, there's no way back. Yes, like I said, you shouldn't have come. You're stupid.
That complicates things. Maybe the only way left is forward.
She's gonna die in here. She's gonna dissolve in here.
In that case, do you want to wait for us here?
That could work.
The water levels here are unstable, and there's a chance the water will rise. So staying here wouldn't be safe either.
Okay.
I'll go together with you. Perhaps we'll find the exit just up ahead.
Great, there isn't any other option. She's gonna die in here.
Come with us for now then, but please be careful.
I have to do something funny here, because apparently this water down here is contaminated. Do I?
No, it's a dead end. Let's try climbing over from the side.
Okay, well, can I jump in there? Will it let me? Dang. That wasn't even Sino jumped in and he dissolved immediately. Wow, okay, so apparently even Sino can't. Sino's not a Fontainian. That's bullshit. That's some bullshit. Where am I going? How do I... Oh, up here, okay. We gotta move it. Wait, how does it look like whenever I like when you just press the button and it does this? How does it look like with the tool figures? I have to see. I have to see it. That is so dumb. Look at the little feet. Look at him! He looks like a little robotic toy. It's so dumb. It's so Sun is the funniest one because he just looks like he's just dancing. Oh, I can't help it. It's funny. I can't help it. It's just fun. Where are we going? Oh yay! It's an unstable bridge. This can't go wrong at all.
Wait, there's something wrong with this bridge.
I know. It's like I said that would happen. Ooh, she's gonna die, isn't she? Yeah, even if you caught her, then how would that help? Right, she's dead. There we go. I told you Navia would dissolve. Well, we getting things from Navia's perspective?
Demoiselle.
Huh?
Demoiselle, what are you doing here by yourself? Would you be standing here till dark if I hadn't come to get you?
Huh? Is this like a dream? Because everything's all blurred out. Not blurred out, but like the colors have been like, it's like desaturated.
Maybe she just wants some time to herself, Malus.
Hmm? Oh. Was I sleeping?
Yes, it would appear so.
While standing, she was asleep. Okay, whatever.
I must be tired.
That's quite possible. However, you were the one that suggested we go out for a walk.
Oh, right. I nearly forgot. It must have slipped my mind when I dozed off. I haven't had a nap today yet. This is a familiar feeling.
Sorry, I'm gonna skip that.
Something's a little strange.
Yeah, it's almost like you're surrounded by green!
Is something the matter, Demoiselle?
Oh, no. No, I'm
This
fine.
is odd. Like, is she dreaming all this?
I was just trying to recall why we came out for a walk.
Do you remember Mr. Giverny? He'd requested our help before with foreign merchants who had a debt dispute with him, and we'd resolved the matter not long ago.
Uh-huh.
We were headed to see how things were going with him at the moment.
Wasn't Giverny one of the people who dissolved on that list?
Ah, right. Yes. I remember now.
Oh, Miss Navia. Ah, Mr. Malus. And Mr. Silver, too. It's good to see all of you.
That looks like, we spoke to her in Act 2. She looks like, Jacques' wife.
How have you been?
I think her name was Coralie, isn't it?
I've been great. Thanks to your help, those bothersome merchants finally realized that I wasn't the one they were looking for. Why, I wasn't even the guarantor for that person. They were knocking at my door day and night. Even my neighbor, Obino, was getting fed up with them.
Obino.
Sometimes force is required to calm someone down and get them to listen to what you have to say.
That's right. Oh, by the way, Burnett.
Oh, it's
what
not
was it that
Coralie,
you wanted
it's
to give to
Burnett.
Miss Navia again?
Are these all the people who dissolved? Is she, like, in the process of dissolving?
Oh, yes. One moment, I have it right here.
Or maybe, like, this is, like, what happens when you dissolve. Maybe this is Navia's perspective after she's dissolved. Of, like, all the consciousnesses.
Miss Navia, these are some flower seeds that I prepared. Please take them. They're a very good variety, and they'll become very big and beautiful once they bloom. I don't know what we would have done without your help, so this is a little token of our appreciation. I hope you won't refuse.
Ah, did you cultivate them yourself? Thank you so much.
This is very odd.
I'll certainly take them. Malus, we do still have some empty flower pots at home, right?
Why, we can have as many pots as you'd like, demoiselle.
Oh. It's just kind of cute, but kind of sad at the same time, because you know they're all
In that case,
dead.
we'll swap out some of the decorative plants for some of Mrs. Burnett's flowers.
Very well.
Wait, something seems to be off here.
Yeah, it's almost like all these people were dead.
Excuse me, madam. If I'm not mistaken, your name is Burnett, correct?
That's right. Is something wrong?
No, it's nothing. This is the first time we've ever met, but your name seemed familiar to me. I must have heard it when I was discussing things with your husband previously.
So is she... Does dissolving, like, wipe your memories? I mean, okay, it does, because if you remember in Act 2, during the Fountain of Lucina, when we met that Oceanid, Vignier there did not remember her past. So is this the same thing that's happened to Navia? She doesn't remember.
I've heard this name before. Sometime recently, I'm sure of it. And why are there so few people around here? Where did everyone go?
We must mind the time, demoiselle. We still have important things to attend to today.
Huh? We do? Like what?
Well, now, did you forget?
Miss Navia, here you are. I've been looking for you. Please, come to the Opera House. Your trial is about to begin.
Trial?
My trial? Wait, why would I need to go to the Opera House?
Yes, she's right, Demoiselle. It's just about time now, so we should get going.
I am so confused on this.
All right then.
What is this? I'm so confused.
Look, it's Navia. She's here.
And her 2 attendants are with her. Goodness, everyone's finally here.
Yeah, these are all the people who dissolved. So this is the process of she has dissolved, and this is all happening with the consciousness, maybe.
There sure are a lot of people here to see the trial, and they all seem to be oddly excited about something. I even know some of these people. Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen. Why are so many people here? And why do I have no recollection of this case? And as for the judge... huh? Where's Monsieur Neuvillette?
Because this is not real.
Please sit in the defendant's seat. Don't worry, Silver and I shall accompany you.
All right. But are you sure you can stand behind me?
Typically, it wouldn't be allowed, but today is an exception.
Oh, sorry, did I skip ahead of something?
Hey, what kind of place do they think this is?
Come on. Do they have any idea what they're doing?
Seriously.
Enough with the whispering! Could someone please tell me where Monsieur Neuvillette is? And why I'm standing trial?
My dear Miss Navia, have you not yet realized what you've done? In that case, allow me to explain. As all here know, you are Master Callus's successor, the head of the Spina di Rasula, someone held in high regard by every soul in Poisson.
Right, okay.
After you took over the Spina, you treated all of us just like the late Master Callus had. If anyone in need reached out to you for help, you responded.
Okay.
Not only you, but your butler, your subordinates, nearly everyone in the Spina di Rasula fought for the well-being of those in Poisson.
Okay.
Wait a moment. Aren't you just proving that I'm a good person?
Yes, correct. Absolutely right. And that is why you stand accused. You have helped so many people get through so many difficulties. You are one with us. We are inseparable.
Oh, so it's like, if you remember with the if you remember at the Fountain of Lucine when we were speaking to who we believed was just Vignette, it was actually all the women that it was actually all the victims that Vacher had killed. So is this the same? Is this like a similar thing where they're wanting to merge into one being?
We are one big family, all of us who are from Poisson, inextricably linked. And with you being so important, we couldn't possibly do without you. Therefore,
it's like a cult. It's like a dissolving cult.
You guilty, and you shall stay here. You will be together with us forever.
Sounds like hell.
Huh? What are you saying? Everything you have said is correct. I have indeed done a lot for my hometown, and I would be willing to be with you all, but what is the purpose of having me stand here like this? What is there to discuss?
Oh, well, if that's what you think, then I have no further comments.
How wonderful, Miss Navia!
That was an evil laugh, but I like that NPC's skin. I like the hair of that NPC. Oh shit, I just clicked my screen.
I know all these people. Why are they laughing?
You okay? You okay, Silver?
I seem to remember now. Yes, I get it. This trial is...
Wait just a moment. This isn't right!
What's happening? I'm confused.
Malus?
What was that, Mr. Malus? Our conclusion is very clear and unanimous. Let the court judge her now. She's guilty.
Stay here, Navia. You're one of us.
Demoiselle, don't admit guilt. This trial means to keep you here forever.
I wish to exercise my right to defend Our Lady. Mr. Joinville, you only know of Navia's goodness, but nothing of her utterly independent mind.
It is like a cult system. It's like, this is kind of reminding me of like back in Sumeru with you know, the Alhaitham story quest with like the whole hive mind thing. It's like a similar thing here, but instead of it's like judgment with trials instead of a hive mind.
Free and independent spirit. She has never been tied down by anything. Indeed, even the death of Master Callus couldn't stop her.
Her actions cannot serve as proof that she identifies herself as part of any group. She merely acted as an individual, extending her hand to help others.
Yeah!
Please do not
Get
mistake
'em,
her
Moose.
actions as being otherwise.
Really? As an individual, you say? Don't forget, we are all Fontainians here. This is the nation of justice, the nation of Hydro.
Yes.
Even if Miss Navia only voluntarily rendered her assistance, that doesn't change the fact that her beautiful soul must return to everyone. Water accepts all, blends with all. It will surely accept her kindness.
This is some weird cult shit.
Everything is measured here in the nation of Hydro, and in the end, everyone shall meld together. Thus, when a unanimous opinion emerges, that opinion represents justice. Now I speak for everyone. Our opinion is consistent. Navia should stay. We and Navia are one.
And you would call this justice? Preposterous. You are merely jealous that Demoiselle still has a chance to exist as an individual.
Yeah, so it literally is like the whole dissolving consciousness thing. But yeah, even when dissolved, the consciousness of Maluz and Silver is still defending Navia. That is incredible.
Have you forgotten how much you all once longed to become individuals, to become independent?
Do you mean to defy our justice?
What the fuck is this?
If your justice is flawed, then why should we acknowledge it?
Yeah, get him, Silver, get him, Maluz.
As you said, we can also have our own justice. Silver and I shall defend Demoiselle.
Yeah!
And that is how we will enforce justice.
Yes, I'm loving this.
My head... it hurts.
Demoiselle.
Silver, it hurts. My head is spinning. All I can see is stars swirling in front of me. I remember now. Everything that seemed odd from the very beginning.
Yep.
Karina, Desiree, Joyville, Jolien, Essen, and Mr. Giverny and Mrs. Burnett, who we met earlier. Even Maluz and Silver. I don't want to admit it, but they're all dead.
Yep.
Don't be afraid, and don't admit guilt. We will protect you to the very
That
end.
is so sad.
Absurd! Who are you to say that she cannot be judged? We are the majority, and in the nation of trials, the majority is absolute justice. We are the will of all.
Damn.
Don't let them escape! We shall keep Navia here with us!
Mr. Maluz and Mr. Silver, must you be so stubborn? How could the two of you possibly hope to stand against the collective? Do not resist. This judgment is fair and just. Navia belongs to us.
This is like a weird cult shit.
After all that happened, she should
Oh.
not be left alone in Poisson.
He turned into an Oceanid.
What are you saying?
No more excuses.
So did she.
She says we're jealous. Jealous? How could she possibly
What
be an
in the heck
independent
am I
individual?
looking at? So when you die or when you get dissolved, you become an Oceanid.
What's with these people? Who's jealous of her?
She belongs to us.
Miss Navia, she...
Silence.
Oh! Okay, hi, Neuvillette.
That's... Monsieur Neuvillette.
Such commotion is prohibited in the court. The accusations you just presented are nonsense and cannot constitute a proper trial. The court will adjourn for the rest of the day. In this, I shall hear no objections from any unauthorized party.
Our thanks, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Please leave with me, Miss Navia, while there is still time.
But...
Go on now, demoiselle. This is your only chance to leave this place.
This is so weird.
What, can't bear to leave us behind or something?
Hold on. Sorry, 1 second. This is such a weird thing.
Loose.
My apologies. I couldn't resist making one little joke once I realized that this shall be our last goodbye.
Oh, it's sad. At least you got a last goodbye.
Silver.
Quickly, you must come now.
Goodbye, demoiselle.
Farewell.
Oh, that is so cute and so sad at the same time. Oh.
No, wait! Just a second!
You okay?
Navia?
You're awake. Good.
Oh, he's actually here. When did you get here?
I must have been dreaming. Malus and Silver were still alive, and they were defending me at some insane trial.
It looks like you're all right.
Yeah, just a bit disoriented. How were you here, Neuvillette?
Did all the sad feelings cause you to have a nightmare?
The ruins you were exploring suffered a cave-in.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna skip.
When I arrived, I found you falling toward the water. You were just about to be dissolved within, but I...
What is it?
I think I saw 2 Oceanids protecting you. It was only for a moment, perhaps even a fraction of a second, but they gave me the chance to retrieve you.
Do you think it was Malus and Silva as Oceanids?
Were it not for their intervention, I would not have been able to rescue you before your consciousness dissipated.
Wait, did you say Oceanids? You mean like what happened with Vache?
So people that are dissolved become Oceanids.
Perhaps those 2 Oceanids were the people you saw in your dream.
I always told them that they didn't have to protect me. To think that they'd keep doing so even after death.
Please come with me.
Okay.
Neuvillette, are you okay?
Oh, I am quite all right. Perhaps there's something we could chat about?
Oh, so he wants to give Navia some space.
Why do you look so stiff all of a sudden? Oh, Paimon knows. You're the type who feels awkward when there's nothing to talk about, right?
I merely thought that we should give Navia some time to herself.
Yeah, that's a good...
Huh? Why didn't you just say so then? Don't you think it's even more awkward to call us over like this and then have nothing to talk about?
I suppose so.
By the way, Sigewin sends her regards.
Ah, Sigewin. I hope all is well with her these days. Her work in the Fortress of Meropide has not been too much for her, has it?
No way, don't worry. She's doing fine down there. She's an amazing head nurse.
I see. Well, that is good. I have always worried that Sigewin would need a lot of time to understand the world of humanity, just as I have.
Aw, that's sweet.
Oh, and the Duke also says hi. Even though Sigewin made him do that. He hopes that you haven't been overwhelmed by all that's happened lately.
Thank you. I have indeed been busy lately, and I also hope that everything is going well in the Fortress of Meropide.
He still doesn't know what to talk about. Let's chat about something else then.
You're the expert here, Paimon. What should we talk about?
So, Neuvillette, probably quite the swimmer, huh?
Yes, of course.
This isn't going anywhere. Let's try something else. How did you find these ruins? Did the knave tell you?
Yes, in fact. I had arranged to meet you in Poisson,
This
but
is so
when I
awkward.
arrived, I discovered that the Fatui were helping the residents evacuate. They had even transported a large quantity of supplies to the area.
I mean, yeah, I get that Neuvillette is not really the type that to have, like, casual small talk. Like, I actually relate to him a lot in this. I'm bad at small talk as well. But, like, in terms of, like, dialogue in this, like, in this part here, like, it doesn't make sense. It just feels out of place. It feels very patchy just to have, like a dialogue scene here when you could have just had, like, a time skip.
Amid my astonishment, I ran into the knave. We had a chat. She informed me that she had asked you to investigate the ancient ruins here.
Yeah, we originally planned to meet up with you, but we thought you might still be busy with all those official documents. We didn't think exploring the ruins would take very long, and who would have thought you'd wrap things up so quickly?
I hope Navi can get back on her. I mean, she's literally standing right now. Cool.
I'm sorry to have kept you all waiting like that. I'm feeling much better now. I guess we should get going again. Will you come with us, Monsieur Neuvillette?
Yes, if you wouldn't mind my company.
All right! Another one joins the party! Let's get going then!
Cool, continuing on. Okay.
Order guide you.
Dang it.
Settle down.
Die. Ready? Fire! There we go. Anaconda? Anaconda? What was that? Oh, okay.
Oh no, another unstable path. Watch your step.
I'm trying! Ooh. I'm not gonna have enough stamina for this, am I? Okay, that'll do. Let me in. Okay, thank you.
Watch out! There are rocks falling over here!
Die! Got him. It's okay, I have a shield, we're fine. Okay.
It seems we're almost at the top. Keep it up!
Yeah, I'm going. Oh, there's a chest there. Hey. Cool. Let me in.
Yeah.
Stabilize.
Does this not wake up? Okay.
I will have order. Bow your head. Let the mighty be humble. Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Yes.
Their penance is due. Solidify.
Okay, there we go. We got it. There we go. You go, Bubba. You're just checking on my dog. I don't know what happened there. Oh, it's a lift. Okay. going over here? Wow, this is really big. A big, beautiful cave. All these like domains that look like they have big places to explore, but they're just like secluded areas. It's very pretty in here. A big, beautiful cave. Alright. Continuing on. Okay.
Looks like we've reached the end.
This is the place. There should not be any other hidden spaces in the vicinity.
The path sure had some twists and turns, but it turns out that this place isn't actually that big.
Now, are you sure me and you were looking at this exact same thing? Because, yeah, that was pretty big. That was a huge cavern. Were you seeing the same thing I was? It seems to be sitting on the wall. That's Farina.
Slates?
That's Farina again.
It seems like they were put here as an offering. Could we take them down and have a look?
Perhaps we should just leave them be for now.
There are 4 locations in total, but only 3 stone slates. The slate that should be in the first empty spot is missing.
The surrounding walls also show signs of damage.
Yup.
There's something written below. Let Paimon see. Reason dictates that this nation be destroyed. I shall record the history of its future here in its past. Say what?
I don't know, that went all over my head.
It feels like someone left these slates and these words here for a purpose. But does he mean that Fontaine should be destroyed?
That would fit the circumstances dictated by the prophecy, yes. Indeed, the slate's contents correspond to it. Take the second slate, for example.
There's a person kneeling here. She seems so dedicated.
That's supposed to be
Celestia?
Celestia?
There's a whole bunch of other people behind her doing the same. She's facing this... what is this? Some kind of island in the sky?
Is that supposed to be Celestia? Like, is this supposed to be Celestia and these are supposed to be Fontanians, maybe?
And is that Lady Farina in the third image? Did the Hydro Archon fall into the water?
Yeah, it looks like Farina. That's the one I find out.
And is that a ring of people around her? Paimon doesn't quite get it. Are they all in the water?
The fourth image. I know this one. This exactly matches the content of the prophecy.
Yep, she'll be left crying on her throne.
The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne.
They do seem to match. Oh?
More information should be hidden in these slates, but I fear I cannot easily uncover it, most likely due to us missing the first slate. I am very sorry.
He says sorry a lot, Nervalet. I realize Nervalet says sorry a lot.
Don't blame yourself, Monsieur Nervalet. Deciphering ancient stone slates isn't one of your duties.
Ooh, the Paimon's getting the chills just looking at these slates. This says that it's the history of the future, right? That means the prophecy's sure to come true.
The history of the future. That... Yeah, I don't get what that means.
I really hope it doesn't mean that.
Still, Paimon feels like these images are kind of weird when you look at them together.
I get what you mean, Paimon. The issue is the order of the third and fourth images, right?
That's right! If the images are in chronological order, shouldn't the fourth, the waters drowning Fontaine, come before the third, where the Hydro Archon herself falls into the water?
Huh. Unless it's like, unless they're not meant to represent literal things. Like, think about it, like, Just because, let's take this one for example. For example, it could be that it might not mean that the end of the prophecy means that the waters will rise and Farina will be left on the throne with, like, weeping for everybody else dissolved. It could mean that everything else in this image, like, represents for something else. Like, it could be like each one of them. It could be that each one of them is like an allegory. An allegory. Yeah. It could be that each one of them is like an allegory, maybe. Like it stands for something else. I don't know. Just theorizing.
Is reversed here.
The second image is also quite concerning. What sin are the people in the image confessing to?
If we go by timing, Lady Farina only emerges in the third image. That means that the person in the second image might be the previous Hydro Archon.
Egeria, then. I had never met her, but her appearance here does match the records. The previous Archon kneeling before the floating island in the skies, as if confessing a sin.
And then these are like lightning bolts and like wind.
Did she herself commit that sin? And if not, why would she be in such a posture? Also, I'm still wondering why these ancient stone slates are here at all. Judging from their contents, could this place be the origin of the prophecy? Does that mean that someone, or some people, once saw these slates?
Well, someone had to have, like, made the slates, right?
But who would have created these slates and left these words here?
That's what I'm saying.
It seems that any further clues will have to come from Farina.
Yeah.
In that case, there's no time to lose. There's nothing else to be gained here, so let's head back first.
I thought you couldn't get back because of the floor collapsed.
Yeah, we better get somewhere safe for now.
Honestly, who created the slates doesn't matter now. The real reason, the real question is whether these things will play out as the prophecy foretells or not. I have a feeling that the prophecy is going to come true one way or another, because that's generally how prophecies work. The whole concept of a prophecy is that... Hang on, can I look at these slates? The whole concept of a prophecy is that the prophecy will come true no matter what changes you try to avoid it. That's generally how things go. Anyway, let's go. Plus, it would be a bit disappointing if story-wise...
Let's split up here. I'm going to check on what's happening with the Spina. You know how it is. There's some things you just need to be there for yourself.
Because, like, it would be very disappointing, like, story-wise, if they were doing all this building up to a prophecy for a prophecy that's just never going to end up happening. Like, that's kind of dumb, writing-wise, so, you know.
You still have energy for that, Navia? Paimon's already beat.
Just head back to the Fleuve Cendre and have a rest then. Thanks for keeping me company all this time.
No problem.
I'll depart as well. Thanks for your hard work today. Rest well, everyone.
Okay.
Traveler, I will go talk to Farina tomorrow morning to ask about the stone slates. I'm sure that you're concerned about this matter as well. If you have time, drop by my office. I will share the results of our discussion with you.
Alright, I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you really gonna talk to her about this directly? Will that be a problem? Paimon's getting a little scared now that it's come to this.
She has long been harboring secrets and will not give them up easily, which makes it all the more my duty to ensure that she understands the present situation.
Fair enough.
Alright, we'll leave it in your hands then. You're probably the best person to talk to her anyway.
I will be carefully considering my words tonight.
Traveler, Paimon, our safe house at the Fleuve Cendre is always open to you as ever, so please don't think you're an imposition. Alright, I'll be on my way then.
Okay. Navia and Nuvalet both depart. You and Paimon come to the basement of the Fleuve Cendre.
We're finally back!
Welcome back.
We've got a special menu prepared for you two tonight.
Yay! And there's good food too! Navi, no, the boss is the best.
You did great as well, Paimon.
Ooh, desserts! Nice, these are all Paimon's! Paimon's already starting to forget what happened today.
Is that Mona? It is Mona! What is she?
Oh, that voice. Is that who I think it is?
What's Mona doing here?
It's you two. What are you doing in Fontaine?
What do you mean? This is literally our journey. And why are you here?
Mona?
Did the stars not tell you we might meet here?
Seriously, nobody just uses a scry glass whenever they've got time to just see who they'll meet on the road.
Still, we didn't expect to see you here. Wait, you're not a Fontainian, are you, Mona?
Well, I have some business to attend to here, so I booked a hotel in the city. I was just out for a stroll when I bumped into you. Quite unexpectedly, if I might add. Why did you think I was from Fontaine, though? Is that because Magistus doesn't sound much like a Mondstadter surname?
No.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Well, I used to have my own surname, which was, well, some other thing. Either way, the old hag told me when she told her disciple that the first step to being a great astrologist's pupil was to change that name.
Damn, so she forced you to change your surname.
There was nothing for it, really. She really is amazing at astrology, so I changed my name to what it is now according to her wishes. To my surprise, however, Magistus is not the name of some ancient house or clan.
It isn't?
No.
No. Although it is used by us in place of surnames, it generally just means great.
Wow!
Mona great.
Including a boast in your name. Wait, are you gonna have to put that into your genealogy as well?
I reckon so.
Oh.
In any case, I'd give my disciple a name like this as well, if I were to take one.
And may I ask what your master's name is?
Astromancer Barbaloth Trismegistus.
Barbaloth? What a name!
Whoa, that's a long one. Does it also mean great or something?
My name means Mona the Great Astrologist. As for the old hag, hers is, in plain speech, the thrice-as-great Scholar of the Stars. Just take it as a title specific to astrologists.
Okay. Also, is it just me, or do I feel like Mona needs like a revamp of her eyes? Because if you compare Mona's eyes to Nervalette's eyes, there's a big difference in quality then.
Thrice-as-great? That's so petty.
It's so petty.
I know, right? That's just how she is. She used to call herself Magistus, actually, but when she took me in, she changed her name to Trismegistus.
Talk about excessive.
Magistus is thus the calling card of our school, so to speak, which makes it about the same as a surname. It's all right if you don't get it. You can look into it further should you need to study astrology more deeply.
How about Triple Strength Traveler or Triple Appetite Paimon?
Terrible! But anyway, you're not Fontainian, are you, Mona? You're from Mondstadt, right?
Well, I was born in Mondstadt, yes. My parents migrated to Dornman Port, and I traveled with the old hag for a while, after which I settled down in Mondstadt City.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good thing then. At least we know you won't be dissolved by Fontaine's waters.
Speaking of that, I'm sure you're aware that a bunch of things have happened here in Fontaine, right?
Oh no, it hasn't been like we're at the center of most of
I
them.
avoid getting too close to any water that looks strange all the same.
Oh no, I'd dive headfirst into it.
There's something ominous about it. Well, the water, I mean.
Okay. Did you come to Fontaine because of the prophecy, Mona?
That was the main reason, yes. Just a while back, the Steambird invited me to take part in a panel and speak about the circulation of the prophecy as an astrologist. The invitation was sent quite early on. I don't think anyone expected Fontaine to be in this much trouble.
What do you make of that prophecy, Mona? Just tell us what you think as an astrologist. Your word would go a long way to make things more certain and less scary.
What I can tell you is that I'm an astrologist.
We know.
And that this prophecy concerns the fate of Fontaine.
We
Even
know.
that of all Tevat. Ascertaining this is akin to reading the fortune of the whole world.
Well, I suppose if the waters rise in Fontaine, it's not just gonna be in Fontaine. It will be all over Tevat, because you can't limit to where the sea goes.
I'm afraid that this is not something that just anyone can do. If I could do it, you would no longer call me an astrologist, but a visionary.
A visionary.
But on the flip side, the prophecy is so huge and powerful that it must surely come from a powerful visionary. Its contents involve the fate of the world. Disregarding it would be a mistake.
A visionary? Sounds really powerful and all, but does such a person really exist?
So a visionary can see. Is that what they're saying? Is that so? What they're saying is that a visionary can see future events a lot more clearly than an astrologist.
Of course. The old hag could do it, and I'd bet there are others amongst those Hexenzirkel colleagues of hers who could do something similar.
I need to ascertain the accuracy of the prophecy. Could you help me get in touch with your master?
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, I'll help you. It isn't often that I see you with such a serious look on your face. I'll tell you once I hear back from her.
Okay.
Thanks, Mona. You're amazing as always.
Oh, well, this is something only I can do after all. So yes, your praises are quite welcome.
That's the
She's
greatest
quite
of
fun.
astrologists for you. Of all the people we know, you know the star's the best.
Indeed, indeed. That's the spirit.
She's quite funny.
Oh, sorry. I came to see what all the commotion was about. If there's anything you need, do not hesitate to inform the Spina di Rosula.
Oh, whoops. Guess we were getting a little too carried away there. Well, I'll go tend to my own business now. If I receive any news, I'll be sure to come find you two again.
Okay, Mona. I also just realized she has like
And there she goes.
little
Quick
pieces at the
expression
end of her
line.
hair.
And here we are with the Spina guy giving us suspicious looks.
Well, we were making a ruckus, Paimon. Try to keep it down next time, Paimon.
If Paimon hadn't spoken for you, it'd be you getting all the weird looks. Huh. The things Paimon does for you.
Alright, thanks, Paimon.
That's more like it.
At least you're the one getting the weird looks and not me. Can you get out of the cutscene? I want to end the stream. Christ.
But it's time to get up, traveler. We agreed to go see Neuvillette, so let's pack it up and get going.
Cool. Finally, okay, I can end the stream now. So, okay. As you can guess, I'm ending the stream now, but yeah, there was a lot to unpack in that stream. I'm not gonna be honest, I don't remember most of it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to recollect my thoughts and like answer them probably tomorrow if I stream tomorrow. If not, it'll be next weekend. But if you are watching live and if you're in chat right now watching, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. If you're watching later on YouTube, thank you all for watching. Leave a like and a comment, and I. My finger twitched, my apologies. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and comment, and I will see you in the next stream. Bye.